Good day everyone, my name is Chelsea G. Charot, a first-year Best Ed major in Math, and I am the second reporter. My topic is about the school head and school-based management, or we call that SBM. And here are the subtopic of SBM. First is the advantage of SBM. Second is the legal basis of SBM. Third is the condition for the success of SBM. And the last one is the function of a school head. And now, let me discuss to you my topic. First is the advantage of SBM, or the school-based management. There are many advantages of SBM, but I will going to discuss the very important advantage of SBM. First, involving stakeholders, parents, teacher, students, and other members of the community is also helpful in the mobilization of local resources that complement public resources. The teachers, they play a vital role in implementing SBM and should be involved in decision making. Parents, they provide valuable insight and support, ensuring students' needs are met. Students, their voices matter, and involving them foster a sense of ownership. Other stakeholder is community members, local leaders, business, and organization can offer resources and expertise. And the last one is school administrators. Principals and administrators facilitate SBM, or school-based management implementation. In conclusion, mahalagang ang paglahok ng mga stakeholders sa school-based management upang mapabuti ang edukasyon at maipagkatuparan ang mga layunin ng paaralan. Sa pamamagitan ng kolaborasyon at pagbabahagi ng responsibilidad, mas magiging epektibo ang SBM sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng mga mag-aaral at komunidad. Through SBM, problems and needs at the school level gets old faster and specific personalities and cultures are taken into consideration. Kaya, napaka-importante ng SBM sa paaralan dahil mas mabilis na nalulutas ang mga kailangan ng paaralan. In SBM, schools take the responsibility to plan and implement their school improvement plan, or SIP. It is the school that determine the number and kind of teachers they need, the kind of learning materials and resources they need. Sa ilalim ng school-based management, or SBM, ang mga paaralan ay may responsibilidad na magplano at pumili kung sino at kung ano ang kinakailangan para sa paaralan. Since schools are given more power to direct themselves, they are made accountable for result. SBM makes school accountable to their stakeholders. Sa SBM, ang mga paaralan ay may mas malaking papel sa pagdesisyon, kaya't sila rin ay may pananagutan sa mga resulta para sa mga stakeholders. Ang SBM ay merong advantage, kung kaya meron din itong disadvantage. Ang school-based management, or SBM, ay may mga disadvantage tulad ng dagdag na trabaho para sa mga guro at administrador, hindi epektibong pagdesisyon, hindi pantay na pagganap ng mga paaralan, kakulangan sa koordinasyon at pananagutan, hindi patas na paghahati ng resources. Ang mga ito ay maaaring makaapekto sa pagganap ng mga paaralan at mga resulta ng mga mag-aaral. And the second subtopic is the legal basis of SBM. First is, the Philippines Constitution provides that Congress shall enact a local government code that will institutionalize a system of decentralization. Article 10, Section 3. whereby local government units shall be extended more power authority. The Philippine Constitution mandates decentralization, giving a local government unit or LGUs more power and authority through the Local Government Code of 1991, promoting autonomy and empowering local communities. The second one is the Republic Act 7160, also known as the Local Government Code. Republic Act number 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991 is a law that gives more power and autonomy to local government units or LGUs in the Philippines, promoting decentralization and good governance. And the last one is introduction of SBM through Republic Act 9155 on the Basic Governance Act. Ang Republic Act 9155 ay nagpatupad ng school-based management sa Pilipinas na naglalayong bigyan ng mas malaking kapangyarihan ang mga paaralan at komunidad sa paggawa ng desisyon para sa edukasyon upang mapabuti ang kalidad ng edukasyon. In addition, based on international experience, the following must be present for SBM to succeed in schools. First is the have basic resources. Dapat may sapat na resources ang paaralan para sa matagumpay na school-based management. And second, have development and effective school support system. Dapat may epektibong sistema ng suporta sa paaralan para sa tagumpay ng school-based management. Third, are provided with regular information on their performance. Kailangan ng paaralan ng regular na update sa kanilang performance para sa matagumpay na school-based management. Fourth, are given advice on how they may improve. Kailangan ng paaralan ng mga suhestyon para sa pagpapabuti. And the last one is emphasize the motivational element in the management work of the principal. Kailangan ng punong guro ng pamumuno na may inspirasyon para sa paaralan na kanyang pinamumunuan. The success of school-based management is very depends on the school head. The last one is about the function of a school head. Rules: visionary principal, motivator, advocate, and planner. The function of a school head is to visionary. Ang punong guro dapat na may pananaw, motibasyon, advokasya at pagpaplano. Dahil ang mga punong guro ay sila ang ihemplo ng ating paaralan. The second one is the function. The function of school head lead in setting the vision, mission, and goals of the school. The function of the school head or ang punong guro ang nagbibigay ng direksyon sa paaralan sa pamamagitan ng vision, mission, at layunin. Ang mga punong guro ay sila ang nagdirekta sa mga guro na kung ano ang kanilang dapat gawin. And the last one is the knowledge, skills, attitude required. Change and future orientation. Function of a school head ay dapat ang punong guro ay nakatutok sa pagbabago at paghahanda para sa kinabukasan ng mga kabataan. Ang mga punong guro ay sila din ang tumutulong sa paaralan upang mas gumanda ang takbo ng paaralan. At yan lang po ang aking report. Thank you po.